When it comes to brushing your teeth, most people focus on how often they brush, what toothpaste they use, or even how long they spend doing it. But one small detail often gets overlooked: the type of toothbrush you're using. Walk into any store and you'll see rows of toothbrushes labeled soft, medium, and hard. It might seem like a simple choice or even just a matter of personal preference. However, dentists consistently recommend one type over the others, and the reason isn't just comfort. So what's the difference between hard toothbrush and soft toothbrush, and why dentists prefer one? The type of bristles you use can directly affect your gums, enamel, and overall oral health. Let's dive in, right here on History of Simple Things. Toothbrushes are generally categorized into three types based on bristle firmness: soft, medium, and hard. The difference lies in how flexible or stiff the bristles are when they come into contact with your teeth and gums. Soft bristles bend easily and adapt to the contours of your mouth, while hard bristles remain rigid and apply more direct pressure. Medium bristles fall somewhere in between, though they are less commonly recommended today. While it may seem logical that harder bristles would clean better by scrubbing more aggressively, the reality is that cleaning effectiveness depends more on technique than force. In fact, the rigidity of hard bristles can create more problems than benefits when used regularly. The purpose of brushing your teeth is to remove plaque, a soft, sticky film of bacteria that forms on teeth and along the gum line. Plaque is not a hard substance, so it doesn't require aggressive scrubbing to remove. A soft toothbrush, when used properly, is more than capable of cleaning plaque effectively. Dentists emphasize gentle, controlled movements rather than forceful brushing. When you use a hard toothbrush, you might feel like you're getting a deeper clean, but that sensation is misleading. Instead of removing more plaque, you're often just applying unnecessary pressure that can harm your teeth and gums over time. Over time, this habit can also lead to increased tooth sensitivity and visible wear along the edges of your teeth. Your tooth enamel is the hardest substance in your body, but it's not indestructible. Once enamel is worn down, it does not grow back. Using a hard toothbrush, especially with excessive force, can gradually wear away this protective layer. This process is known as abrasion. Over time, enamel erosion can lead to increased tooth sensitivity, discoloration, and a higher risk of cavities. Soft toothbrushes significantly reduce this risk because they are less abrasive while still being effective at cleaning. This is one of the main reasons dentists strongly discourage the use of hard bristled brushes for daily oral care. In severe cases, enamel loss can expose the inner layer of the tooth called dentin, which is much more sensitive to temperature and pressure. This can make everyday activities like drinking cold water or eating sweets uncomfortable over time. Your gums are just as important as your teeth, and they are far more delicate than most people realize. Brushing with a hard toothbrush can damage gum tissue, leading to irritation, inflammation, and even gradual gum recession. Gum recession happens when the tissue pulls away from the tooth, exposing the root underneath. This not only changes the appearance of your smile, but also increases sensitivity and raises the risk of infection and decay. Unlike minor irritation, gum recession is usually permanent and may require professional dental treatment to manage. Soft toothbrushes are much gentler on the gums and help preserve their natural position and health over time. Consistently using a softer brush also encourages better habits that protect both your gums and teeth in the long run. If hard toothbrushes can be harmful, you might wonder why they're still available. The answer lies in consumer perception and specific use cases. Some people associate firmness with effectiveness, believing that a harder brush cleans better. Others simply prefer the feeling of a more intense scrub. In rare cases, dentists may recommend a firmer brush for cleaning dentures or specific dental appliances, but not for natural teeth and gums. Manufacturers continue to produce hard toothbrushes because there is still demand for them, even though most dental professionals advise against their regular use for everyday oral hygiene. Even the best toothbrush won't be effective if it's used the wrong way. Many people tend to brush too hard, no matter what type of brush they're using, which can do more harm than good over time. Dentists recommend holding your toothbrush at a 45-degree angle to the gums and using gentle circular motions instead of aggressive back-and-forth scrubbing. Brushing should last around 2 minutes and cover all surfaces of the teeth, including the gum line. A soft toothbrush naturally promotes better technique because it prevents you from relying on force to feel clean. Instead, it encourages a slower, more controlled approach that is safer for both teeth and gums. Over time, this method not only improves cleaning efficiency, but also reduces the risk of long-term damage. It also helps build consistent habits that are easier to maintain daily. Choosing between a hard and soft toothbrush may seem like a small decision, but it can have a big impact on your oral health over time. While hard brushes may feel more effective, they can actually damage enamel and irritate your gums, especially with frequent use. Soft toothbrushes, on the other hand, provide a thorough clean while being much gentler, which is why dentists consistently recommend them for daily use. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.